Hi. Now I am taking Financial Accounting 5 of final year BCom. Under that, valuation of shares. Valuation of shares. So the problem is given. So here two companies are given, X and Y. This is the liabilities and this is the asset. And it is given fixed asset of X and Y limited 8,30,000 and 2,50,000. Goodwill X 1,20,000 and Y 40,000. Compute the intrinsic value of shares of both the companies. So we have to find out the intrinsic value of shares of both the companies. See, in this problem, one important thing is here. Here it is given 10,000 shares in X Limited. That means Y Limited possesses the shares of X Limited. That is why first we have to find out the value of shares of X Limited. For example, if it is given 10,000 shares in Y Limited, then first we have to find the value of shares of Y company. Then we have to find out the shares of X company. So ಇದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಈಗ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟದ್ರಿಂದಾಗಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಷನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದರ ಬೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಯಾಕೆ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಚೇಂಜ್. ಸೊ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ಡ್ ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ದ ಶೇರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಹೇಗಿರ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಈಗ ಎಟ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಯಾವ ಶೇರ್ನ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇರ್ತದ ಆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂನ ಬೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟ್ ದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್. X Limited. So assets minus liabilities. So fixed asset is given X Limited 8,30,000. So fixed asset 8,30,000. Then goodwill is valued X Limited 1,20,000. So goodwill 1,20,000. See the other assets. Here fixed asset is over. Then next one is current asset. Current asset is 4 lakh. 4 lakh. Here investment dash. Then preliminary expenses. We have to leave the preliminary expenses and discount on issue of shares. Preliminary expenses ಮತ್ತು discount on issue of shares ಅನ್ನು ಬಿಡಬೇಕು. Then only 3 assets. So add this, we get 13,50,000. From this asset, we have to deduct the liabilities payable to the outsider. Liabilities payable to the outsider. See the liability side. It is given share capital, general reserve, limit, and this is the debentures and creditors. So we have to deduct two liabilities. This debenture is also payable to the outsider. Debentures ಏನು ಕೊಡ್ತೇವೆ ನಾವು ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಔಟ್ಸೈಡರ್ಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಿಸಿದ್ದು. So we have to deduct two liabilities. One is debentures. Debenture is given 2 lakh. Next one is creditors. Creditors 2,50,000. So total we have to deduct liability 4,50,000 from 13,50,000. So we get 9 lakh. 9 lakh. So intrinsic value is equal to, this is the profit available to shareholders. Available to shareholders. So our net assets available to shareholders. So profit available to shareholders divided by number of equity shares is equal to, profit available to shareholder is 9 lakh divided by number of equity shares. See here, share capital of rupees 10 each. So 6 lakh divided by 10 means 60,000. 60,000. So we get 15 rupees. So we get 15 rupees. 15 rupees. See here, this is the market value of shares. So ಈಗ value of X Limited, the market value of share is equal to 15 rupees. So next we have to once again calculate the intrinsic value of Y Limited. So we can calculate for Y Limited. So fixed asset, see the second column, fixed asset is given in the adjustment. Fixed asset of Y Limited is 2,30,000. Y Limited is 2,50,000. Then goodwill is given, X Limited 1,20,000 and Y Limited 40,000. So Y Limited it is 40,000. Then see the current asset, second column 2,30,000. Then next asset is here given. It is the investment. Shares means it is investing. Shares is nothing but it is called as investment. So now we have to calculate the market value of the shares. It is given the value of face value of the share is 1,20,000. So X Limited share is 10,000. So this is the number of shares into market value of the shares. We already calculated in X Limited the intrinsic value of the share is 15 rupees. So here we have to take into consideration this 15 rupees. So this 15 rupees is from intrinsic value of X Limited. Intrinsic value of X Limited is ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ X Limited ಎಂದು ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಗೆ ಆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಅನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕು. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ X Limited ಶೇರ್ಸ್. ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ತಗೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ X Limited ಕೊಟ್ಟದ್ರಿಂದಾಗಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಗೆ X Limited ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ Y Limited ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ Y Limited ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ ಇಂಟ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಕ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಗೆ X Limited ಅನ್ನು ಮತ್ತೆ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ so 10,000 shares, the intrinsic value of X Limited is 15. So it is 1,50,000. 1,50,000. So add it, we get 6,70,000. 6,70,000. From this amount, we have to deduct the liabilities payable to the outsiders. So deduct liabilities payable to the outsider. Liabilities payable to outsider. So it is once again it is debentures and creditors. So we have to deduct debentures 1 lakh. Then creditors 1,50,000. 1,50,000. So total it is 2,50,000. 2,50,000. So we get 4,20,000. 4,20,000. It is the net assets available to shareholders or net profit available to shareholders. So net assets available to shareholders or net profit available to shareholders. Next we have to calculate the intrinsic value of Y Limited. So intrinsic value of Y Limited is equal to net assets available to shareholders or profit available to shareholders divide by number of equity shares. Number of equity shares. Here net assets available to shareholder is equal to 4,20,000. 4,20,000 divided by number of equity shares is given here 3 lakh. So face value is 10. So 3 lakh divided by 10. So we get number of equity share is 30,000. 30,000. So the value of intrinsic value of shares of Y Limited is equal to 14 rupees. So the intrinsic value of Y Limited is 14. Then X Limited is already we calculated. It is 15. So this is the solution over. Thank you.